Hey guys, Rob out here, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. Out on a beautiful day out here in Bluffton, South Carolina. And what we're going to do today is present to you this wonderful Sea Fox 2009 236 DC with 116.4 hours with a Suzuki 225 4-stroke. And what we're going to do is, this vessel was presented to us a few months ago, and the basic story behind it is the seller is actually upgrading to a 25 or a 27-foot fishing vessel that has now become his passion, and obviously the dual console is not going to fit the bill. It is actually the first week of October, so if any of you guys happen to catch this video before about the 15th or at the latest the 3rd week, the vessel is still on hold but will be available for sale, and it'll say now available on the listing. But we wanted to get a better preview than the last one we did out in the rain, and the conditions were pretty cruddy. So as you guys know, I will call it as I see it, and you know, she's a good boat, a great value, and needs to find a home real quick here. There is no trailer with this vessel, as she has been dry stack stored since purchase. And once again, in 2009, 116 hours. Now, I did just give her a quick cleanup. I did not detail her out, and I had to use actually a little bottle of on-off. And as you guys can see, in fact, I'll kind of go up underneath here, you can see where I stopped. So it basically took me probably about, 45 minutes to get that water line cleaned up. But a bottle of on-off will do it every time. Just be real careful when you're using it. It's a little caustic. So anyway, I'm going to walk through the vessel and give you guys a heads up on what we're dealing with. Overall, on the starboard side, I'd probably just say a nice little compound in wax to bring back some of that shine. Overall, she's in good shape. A couple little rub outs from the fenders I took off with an acetone. You got a couple little scuffies right here. And but basically the boat's just been used locally. Lightly fished, lightly used sandbar. As you guys can see here, I'm showing you the bottom of the hull. You don't really have any discernible stress or concerns. But once again, please, I always recommend get every vessel surveyed if you feel that that's the way to go. Don't take my word for it. I try to take on quality vessels for you guys and show you what I seem to think is something that may concern you, that if you showed up in person, you may be a little turned off. So you get to see it here first. But probably just from docking up on the sandbars, everybody does here for a leisurely Sunday with some beers. Overall, clean, neat. I'm not showing any real situations. You got a tiny little chip right here. As we bounce around, and the first couple people see this, I will take the shakiness out in editing. As you guys can see, Bimini looks as if new. I would have to assume that's not the original because it's in great shape. And as we bounce around here and take a quick look through, Lenko trim tabs, always a must. They do not have auto retract, so obviously if you're in dry stack or coming in on the trailer, make sure you retract those. And if you guys can just take a quick look here, you can kind of see I cleaned up around the outside. But she cleaned right up. Real nice about Sea Fox, no wood, no rot. Now we got a 225 Suzuki, 116.4 hours. You guys can see stainless steel prop. Basically here, the engine had its 100-hour service, and everything was done completely down in the lower unit and water pump. So she will be due again, either at 150 or 200, depending on how you do it. I don't have any real issues to report on this other than minor cosmetic. And I'm going to pop off my shoes real quick because I did just clean the vessel and I don't want to get it dirty again, although it's inevitable. Ooh, let the old man get up. And we're just going to pop on through, take a quick look at the cushions, electronics. I did show pictures up on the site. There are a lot of personal items on this vessel. Personal items are not included. Just so you guys know, and you can see by the picture, it's a pretty roomy porta potty area. And the porta potty has never even been used. So basically it's just been used as a storage area. And you can see it's not small, it's not gigantic. but if you have a situation, you can rectify it there. So, you know, it may be a big deal for the ladies out on the water if an emergency pops up. And sorry if I'm crude, but it is the reality. As you guys can see underneath, all your fuses, that's all personal items. Let's take a quick look here. Now, I've been through on dry. I'm going to take the boat out on the water hopefully tomorrow and really run it hard just to check steering and all the functions. But so far, basically, I've been through everything down to the last light on the vessel. Everything works except we're having an issue with the aerator, which, you know, I would consider that to be a live well. Either it's a fuse or a pump. Service has been called in, and that situation will be rectified. As you guys can see, what we're doing is we're not getting any action on the aerator. So, also, as you guys can see here, you do on all cushions all through the boat. Probably on about a half a dozen, you do have some broken snaps, but those are easily fixable. Now, the cushions, as far on the vessel, are in good shape. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. There's no magician tricks here. What's kind of cool is these are normally stowed in that head area. I really like this because I have the choice of you know, having that back cushion in or out on both sides, on both port and starboard. So that's kind of neat. Access to your battery is in here. I took a quick peek in there. They look fresh. They might even be gel batteries, but let me confirm that for you. And also over here, I think you have another, let's take a quick look. Yeah, you have a cooler area. So basically your aerator is connected here. What we're going to do is go from the switch to the fuse to the pump. It's a pretty simple process. Floor is solid in this dual console. And once again, for 116 hours, how could it not be? Your seating on the port side is, you know, in great shape. And your seating in the helm is also in good shape. You got a little more wear. And, you know, like I said, I could probably hit this with some bleach and clean it up just because obviously that's, you know, the main chair. Up on the starboard side, up on this side here on the top, you got a couple little rub outs and one little crack there and a couple more developing. But that is about it as far as that goes. The rest of them are in pretty good shape. You know, we can see what we got going on in here. Raw water. Storage. Also down here, let's take a quick look. So you got plenty of room for storage on this versus using the head area. I can tell you that right now. As you saw, this area is pretty packed out. VHF Marine IC M304. You got a West Marine with Sirius right there. GPS map 540S. On this vessel, here are your trim tabs. And also you have option on the bilge pump for auto or manual. You guys take a quick look there. Nav lights, bilge, aerator, raw water, fresh water, courtesy lights, your accessories, and your horn. If you guys can see right there, 116.4 hours, which is about as good as proof as I can get you. If you want to bring a mechanic in and have them ping it, you know, with a computer readout, please feel free to do so. Most guys get anywhere from $100 to $200 to do as such on site. And also the cushions up in the bow area are in great shape. But once again, underneath you do have a couple of snaps that are broken. Hopefully you guys are getting all this. I'm not really looking at what I'm doing here. It's been slow the last couple of weeks, so Daddy's a little out of practice. Anchor area, and there's an anchor in there. Pop down navigational lights. So overall, that's about it. 236 2009, 236 DC. Clean, neat, low hours. Turnkey, ready for the water. Aerator pump, as you guys can see right here, we see the snaps broken off. You know, you got a couple little dings and scratches as you would expect, but really nothing to report home about that I would even worry about. And like I said, I will try and get this vessel out on the water, although it would probably be redundant on a 2009. At this point, you guys know how good this runs. You know, we're more than happy to see trial with a vessel under contract. Feel free to make a reasonable offer. So anyway, that's about it. Let's wrap it up. Rob out here at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com. 2009 236 DC Sea Fox with a Suzuki 225, 116.4 hours. I'll put a few hours on it myself. And if you guys need any other help, just give me a call. Rob out here, and I'm always in hotwater.com, wishing you guys a great and safe boating day.